Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, Reese. Talking to the Cal head coach pregame, he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Golden Bears headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Heath. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it set up on the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Here's a little room there. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap with the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hendricks. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
At defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Pulls it in. It's strong. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll try to pop the draw. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Check. 28-29 belt. 28-29 belt. Cross. Go.
Zongapolatelli on the play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Throwing, Zongapolatelli. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Jaron Kiave Zongapolatelli makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Booster. Keep. Where did he go?
Wants to keep it in the air. Firing toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a cut! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Zings it complete to the right. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Cal. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Running inside, it's Overton. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Baker. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They try to pop a run on the draw. Makes it past the marker. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. JKS. Pressure coming. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Green. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 9 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And it's the home squad, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to it. Shakes off the defender. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Handoff to the single running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They think there's room to run to the right here. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And, man, you got to love the resilience of this defense, man. This has been a pretty long drive. Chewed up some yards. They stayed focused. They stayed hungry. Down here on the goal line, they bowed up their necks, man. Get the big 3rd down stop to force a 4th and goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Golden Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
There's a crease. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Sangopolitelli. Got it behind the line. It's Hendricks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Baker. That's caught. It's Denmark.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a...
Makes the grab in their space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Hokies want to move quickly. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacks on the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks free and he might be gone. Inside the 30, past the 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They're on the board again, and it looks Looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The RPO, it's complete. Flying down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Makes the grab. It's Green. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. To throw, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Tackled there by the defense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Black 14. Black 14.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Offense facing 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a big play. He caught it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to continue taking shots.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties.
And he's in. Touchdown, Cal. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Runs through the tackle.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Finding an escape route. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Baker. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, The possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column.